It's back to the meat cooler in this one, and I'm just pretty stoked that they were able to get Sam Alvey a new opponent because he was originally supposed to be fighting against Phil Hawes, Megatron, but had to pull out, and thankfully, all
All
in
in.
Brendan Allen was able to fill that void. And right away, the thing that jumps out to me the most and is the most interesting is although Brendan Allen is coming in on hours' notice, he's still a minus 310 heavy favorite against Smiling Sam Alvey, who's plus 400. He's 33-16-1. But make no mistake, Sam Alvey was absolutely down for this matchup. And he might catch some flack because he hasn't won a fight since 2018. But guess what? You can't name another UFC fighter who is winless in their last eight that still keeps getting fights in the UFC. It just doesn't happen. But you don't see many people in the community chomping at the bit, begging for Sam Alvey to be sent his walking papers because we're not really hearing a peep like that. And it's because this dude will always come to fight. He'll always bite down on both sides of that double-sided mouthpiece, and you know he's just gonna bring it, win, lose, or draw undung. He's gonna be there all the way till the end, bringing those heavy meat bombs and always having that iron chin, right? He does accumulate a lot of strikes, but he can absorb just as many. And although the last time we saw him was 7 months ago, he lost a split decision to your boy Fo Foul. Realistically, Fo Foul dominated that fight. There was that late groin shot for the wonky scoring, and ultimately it was another disappointing outing from Smilin' Sam, and it's been the case as of recently. I mean, he's lost, as mentioned, eight straight. He does have some nice wins historically, but he's been getting smoked recently. So, what are your thoughts on Sam Alvey versus Brendan Allen? How do you think Brendan Allen gets this done if he does? And overall, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, no, this is a fun fight. Obviously, I always love seeing Sam fight. Absolute legend. Um, but yeah, I mean, this is going to be a all-in easy work for Brennan Allen. These odds are pretty accurate. I'd say minus 400, 93% going with Allen. Majority decision, which not surprised. Sam is definitely, he's a veteran, he's a survivor, but I think Allen's actually gonna finish this fight. I don't know why. I just have a gut feeling. I think he's going for vengeance. He's coming off that brutal loss. Hopefully, he's chopped the mullet off and he's getting the dub. If he's rocking the mullet, I am staying so far away from Brendan Allen. I'm going to hammer Sam Alvey. All depends on the mullet if it's there or not.
Yeah, definitely be on mullet inspection because you wonder how that could affect his performance against a guy like Smiling Sam. And I was gonna ask you, like, do you think this is a good fight, a good opportunity for Brendan Allen to like rediscover his sauce? I mean, bring the excitement back to his name, or is there any chance that Brendan Allen has peaked? Because if Smiling Sam, cracks him with something heavy and gets this elusive win that has been dodging him for so many years despite being a huge dog, like I don't know, are you at all worried for Brendan Allen and he's maybe on the quick downturn, or is this just the type of fight he needs to get back on track?
Yeah, no, that's actually a good question because this could be some Johnny Walker type level stuff where he absolutely just goes on a slump and Brendan Allen's never the same and he's not all in, he's all out, you know. So it's gonna be very interesting and maybe this is one of those big upsets. I love seeing those. Those always happen every card. This could be the biggest upset on the card, most likely if it does happen. And Sam is due for a win, right? So I don't know. That would be crazy if he does win. But in reality, Brendan Allen should absolutely smash Sam, get the finish, get a heel, get something. But it wouldn't surprise me if Sam pulls this off. He almost pulled it off 2 fights ago. The last fight was absolute domination. My boy Fafau to go, obviously. But all in is not Fafau. You got to keep that in mind. And coming off a loss like he just had, Smiling Sam might have a chance, but I'm still going with Brendan Allen. It just depends if he's got the mullet. If he doesn't, if he has the mullet, I'm out. I'm taking Smiling Sam. If he has no mullet, Brendan Allen for sure.
Understandable, and what? All jokes aside, like Brendan Allen is a solid fighter, right? This is a guy with some nice wins. Took out Kevin Holland, took out Kyle Dawkins, took out Carl Roberson, and actually beat your boy Puna as well. That was his most recent win. The last time we saw him, he did lose decisively to our boy Chris Curtis, and our take on that matchup might have aged like milk because we thought Brendan Allen was going to walk through the action, man, and in reality, it was kind of the opposite. Allen was humbled, Meat Boy MMA got humbled, but Chris Curtis definitely needs to be considered as a decent threat in that division for a short period. But if we look at Allen's other recent wins, they were pretty solid. So he had a lot of hype previously. And ultimately, I'm with you in that I think this is the fight to rediscover that sauce a little bit. But I don't think that it's going to be any sort of cakewalk. I think that Sam Alvey is going to be ready. He's going to come prepared. He's going to be wanting to try and send a message to a younger Brendan Allen, letting him know that he's still here. And although he never wins fights, he's going to bring one for sure. So I'm going to go with Allen. I think that he wins a decision, though. I think Smiling Sam somehow is going to find a way to survive this thing. And I like Allen by a unanimous 3-0 decision. So, any last thoughts on this one? This one should be dope as well.
We got a great fight. Throw in the comments, boys. You got Mullet Boy all in, or you have Smiling Sam?